Alrighty guys, while the heater's still running, I'm going to do video, but got some more pots for the 8163T here. So I got the new air cleaner housing. I'm going to have to dig around and find some screws that'll work to hold that down, and I still need to track down an air filter. Haven't done that, but that should be fairly small potatoes. And also got a shift plate that matches the machismo of this tractor. Not perfect, but still readable. Actually in pretty decent shape. I think I paid maybe $20 total off eBay, something like that for this. 20 bucks. I didn't have a whole lot in this either. Probably about the same thing. I think about $20 in this. I paid the most for the carb and the intake. One thing is this intake has the adapter on it, which they were talking about. I think you guys can see it there. That adapter allows it so you can put these Nicky style carbs on even a CCKA owning, but you have to run two of them because the carbs are wider and they hit the points box on the back, from what I understood. So kind of us Gravely guys are we're working on some workarounds for these different carburetors, and I never did get another chunk of fuel line to finish this. Nice, Steve. So I don't have an air filter anyhow, but at least I'm going to do is I'm going to put the shift plate on tonight, and I'll set the air cleaner box on. The reason this one was so cheap is, I wiped my finger across it here, I think, as you guys can see, but it's kind of ratty looking, which to me it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It just needs to function, and its function is to hold an air filter. So who cares if the paint's shiny, you know, whatever. Same with the shift plate. I did want the shift plate to look, you know, a little bit presentable, because, you know, you do see that. So I think I hit all the birds with the stones I needed to. So I will, I don't know, it's pretty cold out tonight and it's raining. You guys won't be able to hear it with the heater in the background, but it's raining. It's not real super cold, but it's cold enough. And I was outside of work today getting soaked, so probably not going to hang out here too long, but put the shift plate on, set the air cleaner housing on there just to see what it looks like, which I can do that right now. Where's it at? Just something like that. Oh, maybe that isn't the right air cleaner housing for that. I'm going to have to look into that in a minute, but anyhow, sits about like so. A little bit Gangnam style at the moment, but I think it's because the screws aren't in there. This airbox is actually sits way back compared to the carb. So anyhow, let me get this mounted up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hey, it fits on there. Steve's just a fat-fingered baboon with the camera on. What are you gonna do? Alrighty guys, so making progress, but with anything with this tractor, it's not always simple. This frame has been welded back here and there's actually no bolt hole, so I'm gonna have to drill and put another hole in there. And the one up there is actually stripped out, so I got 2 out of 4 bolts in there. So I guess I'm gonna have to work on that. And then back here, guys, note where the breather is. Anybody else see a little bit of a problem there? Yeah, the hose is about over here, roughly. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drill another hole, and then I will have to plug that one up with something. What that something is at the moment, I don't know, but that's plan A I got going on. And if that doesn't work out, we'll go to plan B. I'm not quite sure what that is yet, but go to plan B. And the other thing, and I didn't really realize this, I assumed dude made this up to put over top of this carb and keep the junk out. This actually is like an anti-backfire piece on it, which I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep that in there like that or not, or if I want to just grind the bolts down and just put them in there that way. Because a lot of times what I'll do with this style carburetor is it'll get to a point where they won't idle, and you just pop the air filter off while it's running at about half, 3/4 throttle, and just cup your hand down over the intake for a couple seconds. You might have to do it 2 or 3 times, but it'll suck all the junk through the carb, and then it'll idle perfectly. So I may or may not change that on here. My other wonder is, hold on, I was just thinking about something here. Hold on. Give me a moment. I know, big brain. I wonder if I could switch the valve cover from that side to this side. What did I do with my flashlight? Oh, there it is. Glad I started making this video, or that'd been laying out here. So, I mean, literally the bolt hole. I think I can. I don't see why I couldn't. All I could do is just try it once and see what happens. Because, yeah, well, actually, I think I do see a problem. I think, no, it'd be good because it would be right in this area here, which would make it line up with the hole. So maybe that's what I'm going to try. I probably won't get to that tonight, but I think that's what I'm going to try and do. But regardless, running really good. I started it up tonight and I'm still running good. Obviously, I couldn't go outside and run it, but so that's going to be the update for right now. Maybe tomorrow afternoon we'll get this thing put together the whole way. The nice thing is, for right now, I can just steal the air cleaner out of the 818 and just run this thing until I get one, because obviously I'm not going to run, well, I can't say that. I have had both running at the same time and in a video of doing it, so, but I will get another air filter. Give me time, guys, give me time. So anyhow, just kind of working through stuff, talking out loud. You guys know what I'm thinking. So I'll just have to execute that plan and see if that works or not, and I will let you guys know. I never even thought to look at the breather hole in the air cleaner setup. Never even thought about it. I assumed all the P series were the same. They're not. They're not. Nice. Nice. Alrighty guys, so I've drilled another hole for the breather. I figured that was easier. What I'll probably do over here is I'll take and put a bolt in there with 2 big washers on either side. Something like that, but I think kind of crude luck. I didn't actually try this yet. But I believe I can turn the breather and get it in there. I think you guys can see the hose right below it. So I think that'll work, and I hope that'll work, because there's no undrilling that hole. So I'd have to do some modifications, some more modifications. So let me see if I can work that breather in there. And I have the fuel pump routed good enough for now. The vacuum line and the line going to the carb are questionable. They're old pieces of fuel line that aren't exactly bad, but I changed them because they were on different machines. So I need to get a whole spool 1/4 inch fuel line. It's on my list. I need to buy an air filter for this, and maybe I'll order some fuel line, I don't know, either off of eBay or something like that. So anyhow, get this put back together, and I'll bring you guys back, and I'll go steal the air filter from the 818, and maybe we'll go out and run this thing, because today is a pretty nice day out. Still not. Hold on. Hold on. Different window. There you go. Pretty nice day out. Good day to cut grass. So maybe get the tripod out and show you guys. Well, I have the tripod right here, but take the tripod with me and show you guys mowing with this thing. Would like to change the oil and everything too. I stopped and bought another 5-gallon pail of oil. I just don't have any oil filters. First world problems. So anyhow, here we go. Alright, that worked out pretty good. That was a 3/4 hole saw, which is actually a bit bigger than the stock hole and the stock hole in the original setup. But it seems like it is going to work and seal just fine. So all I can do is run it, right? Right. And as a off-camera note, I may or may not have hooked the fuel pump up backwards once and wondered why it wouldn't run. That was entertaining. Figured I would share that. Yeah. All I gotta do is go borrow an air cleaner out of another tractor, and then we're ready to go for a run. And then I'll have to get it outside, move the Yanmar, open another set of doors. I see it's windy now. You guys can see the tank garage door whipping a little bit, but it's windy now, so maybe it won't be a good time to go out and mow with this. But anyhow, I'm gonna get the air cleaner and fire it up and see what it sounds like. And I can always tune the carb and stuff and be ready for when it's not windy. So, be back with you guys in a bit. Get an air cleaner in this. I'll probably put the hood back on because I know what's going on with the key switch now. I haven't got or ordered one. It's on my list of things. I add that to my list of things to order. So, here we go again. I feel like I say that a lot. Here we go. Here I go. There I go. Could say worse things, I guess. So guys, I pretty much decided it's a little too wet today, a little too windy to be filming, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end the repair part of this video, and in the next segment here we'll go out and use her, which is hopefully tomorrow. Cut some grass, and for the 8163 T build project, I gotta fix that. That's on the list of things. Stickers are not high on that list. But with a shifter plate installed, the Nicky series carb on it, and the air cleaner setup, should run mint for a long time. So anyhow, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Catch everybody in the next one. Later. Curious, crank it up here once and see what it does. I did adjust the PTO clutch, by the way. Carb's leaking through a little bit, I'll clean it again. What do you expect for a carb I got off of eBay and then put a carb kit in? Sounds good though. Alrighty guys, I'm not gonna lie, I almost forgot to do a step that would have been very detrimental, especially later on. So anyhow, I was talking to RW3 Dog last night, and I sent him a couple pictures of what I did, and I totally forgot to plug the breather hole over here. So I just come out this morning and did that. So we should be good to go there. And I was debating about taking the carb back apart and cleaning it out one more time. But for right now, I think I'm just going to run it and we'll see what it does. Because it's good when it's running, it's just maybe the float level's a little bit too high or something in it. That's why it's flooded when you go to start it. So for right now, I just shut the fuel off when I'm done and be good to go. But nothing's leaked profusely overnight here, and I'm going to air up some tires and work on the front wheels a little bit and wait for it to warm up some more. Because the thermometer says it's 55 out, but it sure does not feel like that. Looks are deceiving outside. Very deceiving. It's bright and sunny, so it'll be warmer later, but right now it is not. Just a smidge breezy too. So anyhow, gonna work on the last little details on this, and then we'll go out for a spin, and then that'll be it until I get some front tires. Which I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I was looking at there was an auction on eBay that had 8 front tires for $200. So I'm considering that. Should I spend the money right now? Probably not. But I can very easily put 6 tires on. Real easy. So I'm trying to think. I really only have only the 818 and the 16G the tires go flat on. This has one bald one. The 424, the front tires on it are actually a little bit too small, I think, which adds to that little bit of weirdness of the deck not picking up high enough. So anyhow, getting sidetracked on different stuff. This is supposed to be a short segment, but regardless, next video we'll be using this thing. So catch you guys on the next one. Later. Probably said that like 12 times now. What are you gonna do? These aren't scripted, as you can tell.